Let's play. Khayr, inshallah. Moving forward. An-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, he says here. وفي هذا الحديث هذا الأدب من آداب الصلاة وهو أن السنة أن لا ينحني المأموم للسجود حتى يضع الإمام جبهته على الأرض إلا أن يعلم من حاله أنه لو أخر إلى هذا الحد لرفع الإمام من السجود قبل سجوده. قال أصحابنا رحمهم الله تعالى في هذا الحديث وغيره ما يقتضي مجموعه أن السنة للمأموم التأخر عن الإمام قليلا بحيث يشرع في الركن بعد شروعه وقبل فراغه منه والله أعلم. No, he says this hadith teaches us the following. Number one is that this is one of the etiquettes of the prayer, the congregation. It's from the manners, the adab. And that is the sunnah is he who's behind the imam should not bend his back until the imam's head is on the ground. The imam should not move towards sujood until the imam's head is what? On the ground. Do most people pray like this? At all. No way. The imam is on the ground in sujood. And the people are still what? Standing. They're erect. Then they bend their backs and go to descend to sujood. Average masses you go to, you will not what? No. The imam says, Sami Allahu liman hamidah. Allah, the moment he says Allah Akbar, they're what? They're racing with him. And oftentimes you'll see many people what? Making sujood before the imam. And their heads touch the ground what? Before the imam. So we're making this up? Most masjids you go to, you'll see this. So no, listen carefully. He says that this is the sunnah. Unless, there's an exception, he says unless that you know that the imam will come out of sujood before you get into sujood. If you know that the imam only stays in sujood for a short period of time, the imam rushes, it's really quick, I'm not going to catch the sujood, then that's not the sunnah anymore. Everybody understand this? That's not the what? Sunnah. It's not the sunnah anymore because it's not necessarily obligatory. Because listen carefully. The imam, he says, Sami Allahu liman hamidah. He comes out of ruku, right? Okay? Allahumma rabbana lakal hamd. Pauses briefly or for a long period of time, as we explained, Hadith of Anas last week, that's the sunnah as well. Then he says Allahu Akbar. So the one behind the imam, he shouldn't do what immediately? Don't move yet. The imam, he makes the takbir, and as the imam's in the middle of the movement to sujood, then the one behind him does what? Begins to move. So no doubt the imam will land before he does. Actually, everybody feel this? That's not haram. But the best thing to do is to allow his what? Then you move. Unless you know that the imam will come out of the position before you even get there. Like most people today. If you pray behind this imam, you know he doesn't stay in sujood for a very long period of what? Time. Everybody clear on this or not? Everybody understand this? Another scenario is, Khalid, for the imam not to make the takbir when he moves. The imam, he said, Allahumma rabbana wa lakal hamd. He makes the dua after that. Then he moves and he makes the takbir while he's in the middle of standing and bowing or prostrating or even when in sujood. Permissible to make the takbir after the movement. Permissible to make the takbir when? After the movement, as we explained. Permissible to make the takbir when? After the movement. Allahu Akbar, simultaneous, before and after we explained that. We what? We explained that. Everybody understand this from now? No. So he said it's no longer the sunnah to do that if a person feels that he'll miss the position of the prayer. Khayran inshaAllah. He then says, Qala ashabuna, he says, our comrades, meaning the Shafi'i jurists, the fuqaha of the Shafi'i madhab, they say, this hadith and others prove the following point. This hadith and others make one point, and that is, it is the sunnah is recommended for the one behind the imam to just be a little bit behind the imam. And don't move exactly when he moves. And don't move and follow him exactly, but just a little bit, wait a little bit, then you move and you follow him. Following could be done in a quick manner. You can follow somebody quickly. He says, let them go, and then what? Then you move a little bit. At-ta'akhur, qalilan. He says what? Just a little bit. Standing back from the Imam, what? Just a little bit. That is not a ta'akhur in which a person is totally behind and the Imam is way ahead. That's a problem. The Imam is in sujood, 30 seconds go by and you don't even move. That's wrong. That's incorrect. But a couple of seconds, then you do what? Then you proceed to follow it, making mutala. We clear on this or not? Khairan, inshallah ta'ala.